Hello everybody, I'm Annie B and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. But if you are a regular subscriber, I would just like to say hello, hope all is well. What I'm going to do today, and as the title tells you, I am going to show you the finished items that I made from the January 2022 Bargain Bead Box. And as some of you already know, the Bargain Bead Box is a monthly subscription, and each month they also give you a theme. And this month theme is it's romance. And I think the box more or less focused on Valentine's Day. And I believe Valentine is the second Monday in February. Don't quote me on that. You need to look for yourself. But yeah, I have fun with the box. It has some very nice colors. And as always, I'm rarely disappointed in the box. So let me stop jabbering and let me show you the items that I made. And it's going to be a quickie. Hold on just a sec. Let me get the first piece. Okay, what you're looking at is necklace number 1. Now, with this set, I made the necklace and I made a pair of earrings. And as you can see, I used the 64 by 40 that focal component. You know, they always send us. We always get these big pieces, and I never ever use them. But I saw so many people using them, so I said, let me give it a shot. And it didn't turn out too bad at all. I used, now this is it looks orangey, but it's really a red. But I think I'm gonna get rid of that little piece there and see if I can get another color. But I like putting the little piece here, and it turned out real nice. Now, what I did, as I stated, I used the 4mm shell pearls. The coral red in color. And I use the rectangular bead here. And I use the toggle clasp that came in the box. And let's see. Now, I have a ton of these little round copper spacers. Let's see. Yeah, I actually have a box of these. I think I got these when I first started beading some years ago. But I have a ton of them. So what I did, instead of using a chain, I created a chain with those little round spacer, and I made this piece here. And it turned out really, really nice. And as you can see, what I did was I made the individual little drops, and I wire wrap. I don't know. I just don't believe in doing that one over loop, and I don't know. I just feel that it could come apart. So that's just me. You got to do you. But I always wire wrap all of my pieces, and I created this single dot drop right here, this one right here, and it also mimic the bead that's going up on the chain that I created here. Now this is the necklace that I made. Now the earrings. Now let's see here. Now, if you know me, I believe in wrapping and putting things up, because once I finish this video, it's already done. All I got to do is just store them or give them away. So these are the earrings that I made. And as you can see, it's just a single drop. And I use a copper lever bag. And as you can see, I also use the same pattern for the earrings. Now, that is number 1. Okay, now we're on set number 2. And as you can see, for the set number 2, I had a coughing spell there. For set number 2, I made a necklace. I also made a pair of earrings, and I made 2 necklaces. And the whole set really is focused around, they are focused around the, I believe these are the 6 by 4 crystal rondelle beads, scarlet in color, the red one, and they are so shiny and so pretty. These are nice. But let's start with the necklace. Now, for the necklace, I had in my stash a silver heart. and it has those little starbursting of flowers. And I created a silver dangle using some of those red beads. And I just pulled them all the way through to the heart. And of course, I wire wrapped and I added a chain, and I used a lobster clasp to close it. Now that is the necklace, and don't worry about it. You may not be able to see everything really clear, but as always, if you notice, if you are a subscriber to my channel, if you watched any of my videos, I do like to take some still shots so you can get a better look at the items that I made. Now, what I also did was I made a necklace, well, another bracelet, and I just had so many of these beads, and they are so beautiful and they are so shiny. So I just felt the need to, well, just use them. And I used this clasp here, and again, I got a ton of these little clasp here as well. But I made this bracelet here, and I just, to offset the colors, I put a pop of black in there. And now what I did do is I also made a stretch bracelet, and I am not a fan of a stretch bracelet, but I used with these beads. And I also made a matching pair of earrings to go with the whole set. And as you can see, I used the same beads as well for the earrings, and I'll use a lever back, and that is set number 2. Okay, this is the final set that I made. This is my third set, and I made, as you can see, I'm using that heart theme. And I really love these little beads. I think they were called the Flirty Mix. And what I did was I tried to create a little pattern here. And I use, starting at the beginning, I use a heart from my stash. And it has, isn't it beautiful? I've had this for a long time, and so I was going through my items and I saw this and I thought it would be great with this piece here. So I created this dangle, and this is pretty. I like that. You know, when I saw this bead, I just didn't know what in the world to do with it, but you know, it turned out really nice. This is a pretty little bead. Well, it's not a little bead. It's a, what is it? It's a 10 millimeter bead. And now what I did was created this dangle. And I used the Flirty Mix, and I used some the spacers here. And what I did was try to create a pattern here. I don't like oddness. So I tried to have everything a little bit matchy here. And the Flirty Mix, when I first saw them, I thought about really a tennis bracelet or a anklet. But I came up with this one instead. This is what spoke to me. And I use a copper lever bag. I think it's a bronze lever bag. But this turned out really nice. This is a pretty piece. I love it. And as always, like I said, I will show you the still shots to give you a full view of it. And I also decided to make a pair of earrings, and I use those same beads. And I use a length of chain. And I use some the lever bag to make this. So now there are tons of stuff left over from that box, and I will be using it in future projects. But these are the items that I made from the January 2022 bargain bead box. You know, when I started making this box, I don't know, I don't know. I had fun making it. I thought about, you know, being the romance aspect of it. And this piece right here, it just took me back. I remember when, this is a story time. I remember when I was first married, you know, you're so in love and everything, and there was nothing your spouse could do to make you angry. So I remember one time, years later, I've been married almost 50 years. So yeah, I'm a young person, but I've been married almost 50 years. Did you catch that lie? I said I was young. But I remember when, not too long ago, I remember telling my husband, I said, you know, you never say I love you anymore. And he looked at me and he said, if I didn't love you, my clothes wouldn't be in the closet, right? So every once in a while, I'll wonder, does he love me? All I have to do is go look in the closet. his clothes are still there. So I know he loves me. So that was the gist of my story. So you all take care, be blessed, and be safe. Bye-bye. Okay, thanks for hanging in with me. Hang on just a sec and I'll show you some still shots of my video. And again, you guys take care. Be safe. Bye.